The biggest mistake people make in relationships is believing that more effort always creates more attraction. So they text more, explain more, chase more, and sacrifice more, only to watch the other person become more distant. The truth is, attraction doesn't grow when you make someone the center of your world. It grows when you remain the center of your own. If you want her to want you more and more, stop focusing on convincing her to choose you. Start becoming the kind of man she naturally doesn't want to lose. In this video, you'll learn the psychology behind lasting attraction and the behaviors that make someone value your presence instead of taking it for granted. One of the biggest misunderstandings in modern dating is believing that attraction is built through constant attention. Many people assume that if they text more often, reply instantly, always make themselves available, and never let a conversation go quiet, they will naturally become more desirable. The intention may be genuine, but the psychological effect is often the opposite. When your entire focus is on gaining someone's attention, you unintentionally communicate that their validation has become more important than your own self-respect. Self-control is what separates confidence from neediness. It means resisting the urge to react emotionally every time your phone lights up or stays silent. It means not allowing unanswered messages, delayed replies, or temporary distance to control your mood. Someone who remains calm under uncertainty sends a powerful message without saying a word. They have a life, priorities, and emotional stability that do not depend on another person's behavior. People are naturally attracted to emotional consistency because it creates a sense of security. Constantly seeking reassurance, asking where you stand, or trying to force closeness often creates pressure instead of connection. Attraction grows when someone feels they are choosing to be with you, not when they feel responsible for managing your emotions. The more control you have over your reactions, the more authentic your confidence becomes. Instead of chasing attention, focus on building a life that naturally earns respect, because genuine attraction begins when your peace of mind no longer depends on someone else's approval. One of the fastest ways to lose respect in a relationship is by consistently rewarding low effort. Many people believe that giving more love, more patience, and more understanding will eventually inspire the other person to reciprocate. In reality, people often repeat the behaviors that continue to benefit them. If someone repeatedly cancels plans, ignores your messages, makes empty promises, or only reaches out when it's convenient for them, yet still receives your full attention and commitment, they have little reason to change. Your actions teach others what you are willing to accept. This doesn't mean you should become cold, petty, or keep score in every interaction. Healthy relationships are not built on punishment or manipulation. They are built on mutual investment and consistent respect. If you continue lowering your standards to avoid conflict or prevent someone from leaving, you slowly communicate that your boundaries are negotiable. Over time, this creates an unhealthy imbalance where one person gives endlessly while the other simply receives. People value what requires responsibility. When your time, energy, and emotional availability are given away, regardless of how you're treated, they become expected instead of appreciated. Self-respect means recognizing when effort is one-sided and refusing to normalize it. You don't need dramatic confrontations or emotional ultimatums. Sometimes the strongest response is quietly reducing your investment and allowing your standards to speak louder than your words, because respect cannot grow where low effort is constantly rewarded. Many people confuse being mysterious with being emotionally unavailable, but the two are completely different. Some believe that acting distant, ignoring messages on purpose, or withholding affection will make them more attractive. While those behaviors may create temporary curiosity, they rarely build genuine desire or lasting trust. Real attraction isn't created by playing games. It's created by becoming someone whose life has depth, purpose, and direction beyond the relationship. When every part of your day revolves around one person, your behavior becomes completely predictable. She knows you'll always be available, always cancel your own plans, and always prioritize her above everything else. Over time, there is very little left for her to discover about you. Curiosity fades because there is no sense of growth or individuality. People become interested in those who continue evolving, learning new skills, pursuing meaningful goals, and creating experiences that don't depend on constant validation from a partner. Being harder to predict doesn't mean becoming inconsistent or unreliable. It means your life is full enough that not every decision revolves around keeping someone else's attention. You remain kind, emotionally available, and honest, but you also protect your time and continue building your own future. When someone sees that your happiness comes from purpose rather than approval, they naturally become more curious about your world. Attraction grows when your presence feels valuable because your identity remains strong, independent, and continuously developing regardless of who is watching. One of the clearest indicators of self-respect is the quality of your boundaries. Many people believe that being a good partner means saying yes to everything, avoiding disagreements, and constantly putting the other person's needs ahead of their own. While compromise is essential in any healthy relationship, sacrificing your standards to keep someone happy eventually weakens both respect and attraction. Boundaries are not about controlling another person's behavior. They are about deciding what you will and will not accept in your own life. When someone repeatedly disrespects your time, ignores your feelings, breaks promises, or crosses lines you've clearly communicated, your response teaches them how seriously you take your own standards. If every boundary disappears the moment you're afraid of losing them, your words lose credibility. People tend to respect limits that are calmly and consistently maintained, not boundaries that change depending on emotions. Setting boundaries does not require anger, threats, or dramatic ultimatums. In fact, the strongest boundaries are often communicated with quiet confidence. You explain your expectations clearly, remain respectful, and allow your actions to reinforce your words. If someone continues showing the same patterns despite knowing your standards, you don't waste energy trying to convince them to change. You simply reduce your investment or walk away when necessary. Healthy people appreciate clear boundaries because they create trust, consistency, and mutual respect, while those who only benefit from unlimited access often resist them because boundaries expose where genuine respect truly begins. One of the most attractive qualities a person can develop is emotional independence. It doesn't mean you stop caring, avoid vulnerability, or act like you don't need anyone. It means your emotional stability isn't controlled by someone else's choices. Whether they call, text, stay, or leave, you remain connected to your own identity, goals, and sense of purpose. This kind of confidence creates a healthy relationship because it removes the pressure of making another person responsible for your happiness. Many relationships begin with excitement but slowly become emotionally exhausting because one partner gradually loses themselves. They stop investing in their friendships, neglect their ambitions, give up personal interests, and make the relationship the center of their entire world. At first, this may seem like devotion, but over time it creates an unhealthy dependency. The other person begins to feel responsible for maintaining your emotional balance, and that responsibility often replaces attraction with pressure. Emotionally independent people approach relationships differently. They enjoy love without making it their only source of fulfillment. They continue growing, learning, pursuing meaningful work, and maintaining a life that reflects their values. They choose their partner because they genuinely want to share life with them, not because they fear being alone. This mindset creates confidence that feels calm instead of controlling. When someone knows you can stand on your own while still choosing to stand beside them, your presence feels authentic, secure, and deeply attractive because it comes from strength rather than emotional dependence. One of the biggest mistakes people make in relationships is believing they can talk someone into valuing them. They explain their intentions repeatedly, defend every action, seek constant reassurance, and work tirelessly to prove they are worthy of love. While honesty and communication are important, there comes a point where excessive explaining stops building connection and starts revealing insecurity. The more you feel the need to convince someone of your value, the more likely it is that you are seeking validation instead of expressing confidence. People form opinions through consistent experiences, not persuasive speeches. They notice how you handle disappointment, how you treat others, how you respond under pressure, and whether your actions align with your words. These patterns create trust far more effectively than endless promises or emotional arguments. Someone who genuinely wants to understand your character will pay attention to what you consistently do, not just what you repeatedly say. Trying to convince someone to choose you often places them in a position of authority over your self-worth. It subtly communicates that your confidence depends on their approval. True confidence works differently. It allows your values, discipline, and behavior to speak for themselves. You don't chase acceptance from people who continually question your worth. Instead, you invest your energy where respect is mutual and interest is genuine. The strongest impression you can leave is not created by proving yourself over and over, but by quietly living in a way that reflects integrity, confidence, and self-respect every single day. People rarely remember every conversation they have, but they almost always remember how someone consistently made them feel. That emotional experience shapes the way they think about you long after the words have been forgotten. If every interaction is filled with insecurity, pressure, jealousy, or emotional unpredictability, those feelings become associated with your presence. Even if your intentions are good, repeated emotional tension can make someone instinctively pull away, because relationships are meant to add peace, not constant stress. Instead of trying to impress her with grand gestures or endless compliments, focus on creating a different emotional experience. Be someone who remains calm during disagreements instead of becoming defensive. Listen without immediately trying to win every argument. Respect her opinions even when they differ from yours, and communicate honestly without making every conversation emotionally overwhelming. These qualities create a sense of emotional safety that is far more memorable than temporary excitement. Consistency also plays a powerful role in how people experience you. If your mood constantly changes based on how much attention you're receiving, the relationship begins to feel unstable. On the other hand, when you remain grounded, respectful, and emotionally balanced, people know what they can expect from you. They begin to associate your presence with reliability, maturity, and genuine confidence. Over time, that emotional consistency becomes difficult to replace because it offers something many relationships lack: a sense of calm, trust, and emotional security that cannot be manufactured through words alone. One of the greatest ironies in relationships is that attraction often becomes stronger when you stop making it your primary goal. Many people spend so much time trying to be noticed, liked, or chosen that they neglect the very qualities that naturally make them attractive. They constantly seek approval, overanalyze every conversation, and shape their lives around keeping someone interested. In doing so, they slowly lose the confidence, independence, and authenticity that first create attraction. People are naturally drawn to those who have a meaningful life outside of the relationship. Someone who is committed to improving their health, building their career, developing new skills, maintaining strong friendships, and pursuing personal goals carries a different kind of energy. Their confidence comes from progress rather than praise. They don't rely on another person's attention to feel valuable because they have already built a life they genuinely enjoy. This doesn't mean you should ignore someone you care about or pretend to be unavailable. It means your purpose should never disappear simply because a relationship enters your life. Love should complement your direction, not replace it. When someone sees that you continue growing, regardless of whether they are watching, they begin to recognize qualities that cannot be faked. Your discipline, ambition, and emotional stability become more noticeable than any attempt to impress them. Real attraction is rarely the result of chasing another person. It is usually the natural outcome of becoming someone whose character, purpose, and self-respect make others genuinely want to be part of your life. At the end of the day, making her want you more isn't about learning clever techniques or manipulating emotions. It's about becoming someone who doesn't abandon himself in order to keep someone else. The strongest relationships are built when two people freely choose each other, not because one is chasing and the other is escaping, but because both recognize genuine value. Protect your standards, invest in your growth, respect your time, build a life that still excites you even when no one is watching. Because the moment your self-worth no longer depends on someone choosing you, is often the moment you become the kind of person people don't want to lose. If this message challenged the way you think about attraction, keep investing in yourself. The better you become, the healthier your relationships will naturally become.